Hey guys, and welcome to my channel. Today this is Rich Carlos here again. If today happens to be your first time of scrolling through YouTube and you see this gorgeous face, please subscribe to my channel and click on the notification bell so that you get notified whenever I make a post. And for my returning subscribers, you guys are just amazing. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. So today we are going to be talking about something that we are trying to overlook, but I am here to say it out to you guys hearing. Okay, I want the opinion of both the singles and the married, the old, the young, everybody. I just need your opinion on this, whether you've experienced it or not, whether you're going to experience it tomorrow, I don't know. But I shall need you guys' opinion on this. What do you think about having a help in the house, either in form of a nanny, in form of a maid, in form of a cook, whatever it is? What do you think about having a help? Do you think that as a married woman or a married man, you and your wife, you're not going to have any form of help in your home? If you're married, or even if you're yet to marry, what do you think about, as in, what do you think about this topic? Will you have a help when you finally eventually get married, or you will not? If you're married, do you have a help or you don't? You just do it with your wife, or you do it with your husband the way you guys need to do it? Experience has really made me, I'm now thinking outside the box. Like, I'm here to like ask for your suggestion, because okay, first of all, from my own point of view, I believe it's necessary to have a help, or a nanny, or a cook, or whatever. See, women. I'm already laughing. But seriously, okay, something just happened this past few months. Like I told you, my dad passed and we traveled for the burial, and coincidentally my nanny or my help messed up, so I needed to take her back because I brought her from the east, so I needed to return her back, and I didn't come back with any help, so I am left alone at home with my kid, my toddler. Like, I just have only one, and I'm already doing I'm already doing a video about it. One of those that have two, three, and the rest of them without help. So it's just been 2 weeks of I and my son alone. And guys, the kind of stressed that I am, I've never been this kind of stressed, except the time I was working. I think ladies should be the ones to talk more about this. Do you have a help, or will you have a help? The next question I want to ask you, are you working? Like, if you don't have a help, it's just you, your husband, your kids, are you working? How are you doing it? Even if you're not working, how are you doing it? Because I'm going crazy, seriously, because these few weeks has really made my life. I know children are blessings, of course. Children are so adorable, and especially when we post those pictures, people are like, oh my ovaries, oh my this and that. But you guys don't really know what goes on behind the scene. Is not easy managing a toddler or managing kids in general. It's not easy. Like, you will actually need to look out for whatever they are doing. If you're not hearing their voice, you need to rush and know what is going on. If I'm is as bad as if I'm in the kitchen, he needs to be there with me so that I can monitor him. If I'm in the bedroom, he needs to be there so I can monitor him. If I'm in the parlor, he needs to be there so I can monitor. Like, I can't just let him off your sight for a minute. That I'm even making these videos because he's sleeping. You can imagine. It's because he's sleeping. That is why I am trying to whisper to make this video for you guys. It's not easy. Like, seriously, super crazy. It's super crazy. There are some days you wake up, you don't feel like doing anything. You don't even want to stand up from the bed, but you're looking at your kid beside you. You really need to stand up, bathe him, feed him, do everything that you need to do. So it brought me to ask you guys, do you have a help? People that don't have a help, I don't know. Everybody does what works for him or her. I'm not trying to impose my opinion on you, or you trying to convince me to do what doesn't work. But there are some people, like the other day I was strolling with my son and I saw one of my neighbors. We were just talking. She has 2 kids, she has 2 boys, and she's like, I was sharing my experience with her about the help that I returned, my help that I returned, the way she behaved and the rest of it. She was like, that's why I don't have a help. I do it alone. It's not been easy. I wake up 5 o'clock to prepare what they will eat, to take them to school, bring them back when the school is over, monitor them. I'm like, how do you do it? She said she and her husband agreed they will not have a help. And obviously he's working for them. She's not working, the husband is working, and God so kind, they are living in their own apartment. Like they built a house, they're living in their own apartment. So probably sorry, excuse me, he's working for them. It's not easy. Of course, when she was talking, I knew from the way she was sounding, it's not easy. Even me that have only one, I know what I'm going through. Talk more of having two toddlers at the same time. Like, is going to be crazy on her. But I mean, that is her own pattern. That is her family. That is her and her husband's agreement on not to have a maid. But on my own part, I'm like, I can't do it. Like, I fitting can't. I can't with one. I'm already looking for a help. Not that I'm lazy. Please, men, do not target to the fact that we women, we are lazy and this and that. It's not. It has nothing to do with laziness. Okay, a week ago I was very, very sick, like very, very sick, that I couldn't get up from the bed, and I was there battling on how, see me covered in duvet, shivering, fever, and the rest of them, and I'm still battling on, okay, what am I going to give him? I need to beat him. I had to beckon on his father to help, which he actually did. You understand? So that, as in, I am wondering, it made me to start thinking, like, what do you think about this whole thing? Women, we deserve rest. Do you think it's necessary? I know most of us are getting the rest that we deserve, but do you think it's necessary to have a help at home, a nanny, and even if it's your sister? Me, I'm so unlucky. I do not have a sister, older or younger. I don't. Of course, if I had, I would have my sister around me. I won't bother myself trying to go out and get a help, someone I have to pay or someone I have to train. I don't know. But if you have a sister, or fine, but any form of help, I'm trying to say, instead of just you and your husband or just you and your wife, because it's crazy. It's crazy. Personally, I can't do it. Personally, I will break down. And it now makes me, I start thinking, what of those that have toddlers and they are still pregnant? And pregnancy and I don't even know how to, I don't want to start getting crazy with my thoughts, because it is not easy. Like, kids are harmful. Kids these days, you know how hyperactive they can be, both boy and girl. It's not even about gender at this point. Both boy and girl, you know how hyperactive they can be. So how are these women, or how are we managing them? And for those that say they will not have help, how are you doing it? Then some are still working on top of it. Like, geez, you guys, women, you guys are just superheroes. I just need to, like, you guys are superheroes. My mom has 5. My mom, she gave birth to us, we are 5. But even at that, I asked her some questions. She was like, children those days and children now are not just the same. Like, then we were not that hyperactive. It was children that you could say, oh yeah, go inside your room. You will not even know that there are kids in the house when you come visiting. It was that, at least those ones, we were controllable. But children these days, they are, I don't want to use the word they are uncontrollable, because I don't think it's a good word, but we know what we are talking about. So as a mom, please let me know, do you think having a help is necessary? Even as a father, or as a guy, as a girl, do you think having a help is necessary? Then if you think having a help is necessary, what are the age brackets that you think? Is it, some people believe in, okay, let me get those small ones that are just 9, 10. I will those ones that are just 9, 10, I will just train them to what I want them to be, mold them to what I want them to be, so they can now grow up with my kids fine. Do you think, what of teenagers? I mean, teenagers from maybe like 16, 17 to 20 or thereabout. What do you think about them? Or do you think you prefer older women? Older women that are mothers already, so they know how to probably take care of your babies. Which one do you prefer? If you think having a help is necessary, which one do you prefer? At this point, I don't even know the one I prefer, because I've only had teenagers. And the first one actually was perfect. The girl was just perfect. Just that the family wanted her to come back to learn a trade or something. You understand? But the second one was just a disaster. Let me start from older women. I don't think older women can do it for me. I don't know. I've not tried them. Probably I'll have to try. But what I'm just thinking is that I am a woman, and I see the way my son runs up and down. I see the way he's so hyperactive. I Controlling him is very difficult for me. Now, an older woman, is he an older woman that can control this guy? Like, try to hold him, do this, do all those menial jobs. I don't know. I just feel that is not disrespectful. I feel that I'm giving her a work that is beneath her. That is what I think older women can do for me is when I give birth, just being a nanny at that tender age. At that tender age that I just gave birth, maybe from there till maybe the baby is like 1 or thereabouts. But when the baby start walking up and down, start being hyperactive, I feel is a job that is beneath an older women to do, because it will make her to be running around, for their age, I think she should be resting more. Not basically, I don't know how to express myself, but for her age, for older women age, I believe she shouldn't be doing a stressful job. Because I'm thinking about it this way: what if it's my mom that is in nanny? I wouldn't want her to be stressed, running around, trying to gather kids, gather their toys, do this. I don't know. I'd prefer her to just bathe a baby, take care of the baby. If baby is sleeping, put the baby to bed. All those, before the baby start getting hyperactive. That is the kind of work I would recommend for an older woman. But when the toddlers start being active, I don't know. I just feel that their strength is already I just feel that the little strength they have should be reserved and not to be used again for managing toddlers that are running up and down. I don't know. That is just my opinion. I don't know. I've not tried older women. I think probably I will try them out and know how it is. And for adults, I won't call them adult. I'll call them teenagers stroke adult. Those ones, they just want to see life. That is the main thing, especially when they have a good phone. They want to do what you're doing. They want to go on Instagram and TikTok and see what's happening around there. They want to just be baby girl that you're doing instead of taking care of them. Those ones, I don't know. They're not even so calculate. I don't even know. Then for the small children, I think it will just take you so much time to like mold them. But I think the little children own, I think I prefer it, because this is a child that you can still mold to something you want. And at the end of the day, she will serve you. You understand? I don't know. What do you guys think about this whole thing? What do you guys think about having a help, having a nanny? Man, if I have the money, I don't mind. I'll have a nanny. I'll have a cook. I'll have someone that comes to clean. Yes, some other people want people that come to clean for them. I don't know. I will try that one too. Some come in the morning and they go in the evening. I think I like that idea as well. They will come in the morning, early morning, like 7 a.m. Do all they need to do. Take care of your child. Do whatever that needs to be done. Go to market. Do anything that you want them to do, and they will close by probably 5 or 6 and go. Then they will come tomorrow. They will come back the next day, something like that. Then do you want a living help? Do you prefer a living help? Someone that lives with you, sleeps in your house, eats your food, you shelter, you clothe, and you feed the person? Then do you want someone you train in school or someone you pay? They are just different kinds of help. Me, the one I had was someone I could pay. I didn't want someone going to school. There are some people down in the east there, most of them, they will tell you they don't want to go to school, they just want to learn trade or something. So I prefer those ones, because I am still at home with my son. My son will be starting school this September. I don't want someone I'm training in the morning, the person will dress up and go to school. Meanwhile, my son, that the reason why you're here, is still at home. You get where I'm coming from. That was my opinion. So between that time you go to school and the time you come back, I will still be the one taking care. And if I am working, it's not going to work for us. If I am working, because then I was working, if you go to school and I go to work, who is going to now take care of the child? So I had a living help that stayed at home. I was paying her monthly. That was the help I had. So it depends. I think it depends on your schedule. It depends on your agreement with your husband. It depends on your plans. It depends on whatever you guys are doing. Some people prefer the ones that go to school. They will all go with the children because of course the children are already in school. They'll go to with the children to school, and when the school is over, all of them will come back together, eat, shower, and go to bed, and the rest of them. So but what I'm trying to say is that this whole thing is crazy, and these are some of the things that we don't even consider when we were getting married. We didn't know that we'll get to this crossroad. And at this point, if you're a mother that is doing it alone without a help, it makes you go. Most times you're crazy. Most times you just cry. You just cry for no reason. Not that you cry for no reason. You cry because your strength is as if your strength is failing you. And when you now look at your past, see how bubbly you were, how lively, how fun you were, going out, doing everything. You could go out anytime you want to go out, do anything you want to do, come back without having to bother yourself with anything. And you now compare yourself now that you're just seated at home with your child or with your children, you're not doing anything. I think it has more psychological effect than the other way around. You understand? So for us that are just with our baby without help, you guys are doing a great job. Because when I'm saying you guys, when I'm saying you guys, I'll soon leave you guys in this table. My own chair is shaking in that table. I can't even sit well. My chair is shaking, so I can't. I can't. I just tried it for 2 weeks, and it's not easy. It is not easy. So even in all these crazy situations that probably your kids are so hyperactive, you're alone, or you might have a help, still you're still dealing with it one way or the other, you still find us mothers craving to have more kids. I'm like, what is wrong with you guys? What is wrong with us? The stress is not enough for you? But I kind of understand. That's on a lighter note actually, but I kind of understand the fact that you want more kids, or we women, we still want more kids. The issue is that, women, our body is somehow, and I think we are being timed, kind of. We have a time frame to do things. It is better, I don't know which one that is better. I don't know anyone that works for you. If you're giving birth, it's better you do it once and for all. I'm not saying every year, no. You can do to 2 years or 2+. I don't know, anyone that suits you. Just dedicate that, okay, this season is just for me giving birth, raising my child. When you're done, you can now go back to work. Some people do it that way. Why some people give birth, after 3 months they go back to work, and after 2 years they take in again and give birth and go back to work after 3 months. Anyone that works for you. But what I'll just say, that period that you got married and you guys want to start making babies, it's better you dedicate it and make babies. You can still be working, of course. You can still be making your baby and be working at the same time. Of course, is your energy and is you. And for people that probably will need support to support their husband in the house, of course, you can't just give birth and now go and sit down. Anyone that works for you. Some people are home after they are done with childbirth, they will go back to work. Some people are still doing it as they are giving birth, they are going back to work after 3 months or thereabout. So whichever one that works for you. Women, our age has so much to do with us giving birth and the rest of them. It's better you give birth as early as possible. Then you can now use the other years to rest and raise your kids. You know that once in a while one need to go out and unwind and just chill out alone without the children, even without your wife or without your husband. You just want to go out and hang out with your friends and just chill. So and if as a woman you're just doing it, you're just doing this back to back, you're just with your kids back to back every time, you're screaming, you're shouting, you don't even know what outside world look like, you're going out just to go to market, come back, cook, do this and do that. When you break down, I am sorry, but of course you will break down one day, and we tend to, we forget the fact that life will move on no matter what. Even the kids that we are so hustling and trying to kill ourselves for, life will go on. So once in a while, just take out time and just unwind, go out and just have something for yourself and just take care of yourself and just treat yourself, no matter, even if it's a bottle of coke, even if it's a glass of drink, just on yourself, not with any child, not with any, not with husband, nothing, just on your own, so that you can regain your lost strength. And sometimes just close the door. You mustn't arrange the house the way it should be all the time. If if you're very very sick and you're the one in the house, nobody is coming to kill you that, oh, you did not arrange the house. So sometimes when you want to just close the door and sleep and shut down and rest very well. Most times what I do is that when my son is sleeping, my son hardly sleep during the day. It's once in a while that he sleeps. But in the night he sleeps, and most times he sleeps very late. You see me staying awake till 11 p.m, 12 a.m, sometimes 1 a.m, he's still awake. That is how he is built. And when he sleeps like that, he wakes up so late. I join him and I sleep. I try to get as much as rest as I need to, because I cannot come and kill myself. I'll still give birth to your younger siblings, and if I kill myself, how am I supposed to bring your younger ones? So it's not easy. I just want to tell you out there, you that is a mother and prospective mothers to be, because we tend to like kill ourselves because we are taking care of your baby. Yeah, it's still your baby forever and ever. God has given him or her to you. But what I'm saying is that once in a while, just take out time and chill. No matter, even if it's the tiniest of chilling, most times it might just be a glass of coke. Just take it on your own and just relax on the bed and sleep. If your children have started school, beautiful. Yeah, and if you're not working, when you take them to school, don't come back and start rushing to do the house chores, and sleep first, get enough rest. Then when you wake up, you can now do what chores you need to do or whatever you need to do. You understand? I believe your husband will understand, and I believe he's seeing the hard work you're putting in raising those children or in taking care of them, because at the end of the day, it's the mothers that do most for at this age. When they are toddlers, it's the mother. The fathers, when they just come in, they might just shout at the baby once in a while and go and sleep. So at the end of the day, it boils that if the baby is sick, the father can be sleeping. It's the mother that stays awake with the child. I'm not trying to discredit fathers, no. I'm just trying to say the bulk of the work is on the woman. Of course, the fathers, there are fathers that are doing a lot for their children. A lot, physically, financially, emotionally. It's like every aspect, they are actually helping the wives and everything. But you can't just compare. The bulk of the work is on the woman. And that is why most women, we age faster than our husband, because of the whole stress. So once in a while, take our time and just relax. Even if you don't need to buy anything, you might just go to your room, turn on the AC, lock the door, lie down, spread yourself on the bed and just sleep. Grab enough sleep as you can, because it's not easy. You cannot run mad because you're trying to raise a child or you're trying to raise kids. You cannot be opposite of who you are because you're trying to raise kids. Your joy cannot be taken away from you because you're trying to raise kids. Of course, those children were given to you to complete your joy. So why is your joy not being taken away? Because you're trying to raise them. It doesn't work that way. If you need to beat that child to sit down one place, beat. Whatever you need to do, just do it, and you stay sane. That is what I'm saying. Just stay sane. Still, because this thing is part of what causes depression in women. It's part of what causes psychological trauma in women. All these little small madness is part of it. You go crazy trying to do this, trying to do that, it's not easy. I have one and I know what I'm saying. I don't even have two yet, and I'm already, like, if I'm looking at the future like this, I'm getting scared. Of course, God's grace will be sufficient, and of course, I will get the help. I am team get help for life. Don't get the one that will kill you, of course, but until you get help. If you have a younger sister, fine, get your younger sister to stay with you. Even if it's a younger brother, get a person to stay with you. If you can get someone you want to train in school that will be helping, even if it's as small as washing plates, sweeping the house, get the person. If it's someone that comes and goes, fine, just do something, get a help. You can't kill yourself. You can't do it on your own. It is not easy. Children of these days are just something else. It is not easy to handle them. I know what I'm saying. It is not easy. Now I respect mothers the more, if not for anything. Then to our fathers, to our husbands, to our daddies, husbands to be, fathers to be. I mean, please, you guys should just, no matter how, try and help. Try and help. No, even if, no matter the tiniest of help, I mean, they are your kids too. Try and help. Even if you can shower them once in a while, you can do that. You can actually relieve your wife of that stress. If you can help feed one person, just try and do it. If you can, even if it's that your voice that you tell them, oh yeah, sit down this place, and they will sit down, at least let them just give your wife that sanity that she needs. You understand? Because it's not easy. Our daddies, you're trying, our husbands, you're trying, but you need to do more. And for our husbands to be, fathers to be, you guys should actually not suffer your wife. I know what I'm saying. Don't see her as a maid. This is your duty. This is why you're a wife. And some women do all these things and still go out to work. It's not easy. Like the body, when it breaks down, is not that easy for her. God forbid, if something happened to her, those children will still live. They will still survive. Life will go on. That is the simple truth. These children, we are killing ourselves too. If something happens to you, God forbid, and you just slump, hello, they will move on. They might not get the best care the way you would have given them, but they will live, they will survive. And in a matter of few years, they are grown, they will now start taking care of themselves. You understand? So that is why we need to stay alive for these kids. We need to stay alive for them. So please, I hope you enjoyed this video. I don't know if I was making sense actually, but I know I was making sense because I am saying it out of experience. So I wanted to talk to me. Tell me what you think. Do you think a help is necessary? Do you think it's not necessary? Just give me your reasons. And if you think a help is necessary, fine. What kind of help? Is it the growing child, the teenager, or older women? With the age bracket, which age bracket will you prefer? And how do you want the help? Is it a living help or someone that comes and goes every day? Is it someone you can pay or someone you're training? Just let me know what kind of help. Or if you don't, if you're the team, no help, let me know how you're doing it. Let me just know how you're. Just let's talk. Let us talk. Both married and single ladies, let's talk. Our guys, our husbands, our fathers, let's talk. So I hope you enjoyed this video today. I will be seeing you guys, and I'll be in my comment section reading whatever your opinion is, and I hope I'll get a good one that will work for me eventually. But mind you, I'm still getting help. I will get a help no matter. I will have to. I don't have option at this point. I don't have option at this point. I shall get somebody. So hope you enjoy this video today. I will see you on my next post. Please don't forget to subscribe, click like, share, and comment on this section, on my comment section. See you on my next post. Bye bye.